Hi YouTube family, this is Teacher Kat here today, and today I'm going to be doing a child development piece for parents, teachers, care providers, anyone who has the luxury of being in the presence of raising or facilitating care for children. This can also be used adult to adult, so take note for your adult to adult relationships as well. So this is about how to foster a child's self-esteem. The first one is to view a child as able and capable, as well as resilient when the falls and errors and unsuccesses happen. So oftentimes in life, children, adults can get into a box of I can't. This is to break that box open and say, I believe in you. You might be able to. You never know if you try. And if a child tries and successful, wonderful. Loads of compliments and love and pats on the back. And if a child tries and is not successful in what they are trying to attempt, that you believe in them as being able to get up after a fall, being capable of standing on his or her own feet, marching ahead, going forward with a spirit of resiliency and tenacity to make it in this world, and then they will believe in themselves. The second area is to limit the no's and to increase the yeses and increase the choices. So often we fall into an automatic response of a no when a child's asking us something without actually thinking, is it possible? Can it indeed happen or occur? And if not, can it happen at a later time? Or what are other choices that can happen if the particular thing the child is asking for cannot? When you limit the no's and increases the yeses and give the child choices, it will allow them to come up with ideas in their choices, to be a contributing factor in picking the choices, to feel listened to and heard, that it wasn't just an automatic no. And it also, when you stop to limit the no's and increase the yeses, more opportunities happen for the child. The child starts living in a world of expansion, opportunity, adventure, play, increased learning, with all the yes, yes, yeses that come, and discovery, which is quite fun. 3, two-way communication. Remember, there's a child before you with feelings and emotions and a brain and words, thoughts. They have actions. They are just little people in a small body. So please treat each individual with respect, all children, and remember that children are meant to be heard. They're meant to be listened to. Their ideas, their opinions matter. And that merges right into number 4, which is listen truly. By repeating what they're saying to you, talking to them and listening to them in a respectful tone, and validate their feelings. It's okay if they're happy, joyful, sad, angry, and then after hearing their feelings or seeing their feelings, talking to them about their feelings and what's the best way to get from out of sadness and into a more joy state, and working with them in that. By validating their feelings, it increases their self-esteem. They feel that they have a right to their emotions and they don't question themselves. Instead, they'll work through the feelings they have after acceptance, being proactive to get out of it, and into a better state of emotional health and wellness by having positive self-esteem. The other is so critical. Be their cheerleader. Be on their team. Rah, rah, rah. Shiskumba. Definitely stand behind your child or the children that you teach. Not that they're always right, but there is someone in their corner. There's someone that has their back. There's someone that believes in them. Number 6, respect. A lot of people feel that children should respect adults automatically. I say, no way. Respect is earned. If an adult respects a child will respect that adult. There are so many abusive parent-child, caregiver-child, child-to-child bullying relationships in this world. We don't know all the hardships each of our children face, be it our own child or be it someone else's child we're in charge of taking care of. Try not to raise your voice at a child. Try to speak to a child intelligently because you're viewing them as able and capable to have this conversation. Having them feel heard will validate that. Respect them, even if they're not respecting you, by showing them what respect looks like. And once a child trusts you, that you are going to truly listen to them, that you're going to be on their team and encourage them, and that you're going to view them as able, they will in turn respect you. I've counseled and worked with multi abused children, all the way from young kids to teenagers. And respect does beget respect once you start trusting that child. And then it helps them not just trust in you, trust in the world and other grown up adults again, as well as foster their own self-esteem. They beat themselves up enough inside, believe me, especially those that have been knocked down. 7, allow mistakes and errors. And in the mistakes and the errors, you bridge, if needed, with forgiveness. Sometimes mistakes don't need forgiveness. For instance, if little Susie or Timmy wants to go on the skateboard and you're concerned they're going to fall, view them as capable and able, give them the protection they need with a helmet and pads, but view them as being capable and able to learn it. And once they fall, hey, let's get back up and try again. Instead of saying, no, I'm concerned about you falling. That particular mistake doesn't need forgiveness if they were to fall. But however, let's say little Peter didn't bring home his homework and so he didn't have a chance to do it. He's going to learn a lesson about how important it is to bridge school with home and bring the homework. And so for the future time, he'll be sure to bring it and just say, okay, Peter, you don't have it tonight. What are some choices we have to get it? I forgive you for not bringing it. What can we do next time? And forgiveness and mistakes lead to doors of opportunity. And we see children exercising this with conflict resolution with their own classmates in the classroom. When they've been given the proper tools themselves, they become an advocate with their own self-esteem. In being that voice and facilitating actually for other children, it multiplies. And it gives the opportunity for learning from the mistake. The 8th one is so important. We need an increase of fun and joy and laughter and adventure and discovery. Don't get stuck in the mundane of life. Children love to play. They can learn almost any subject through play and movement and interaction and projects. And just even play through socialization brings tons of life skill, as well as them being able to use their voice. And you can see as an adult engage where their self-esteem is. Are they expressing themselves? Can you help them express themselves if needed by being, nearby or talking about it after the fact? Really embrace fun and laughter. Even the best of us that have the highest self-esteems, when we get stuck in the mundane and if things, lots of tomatoes are being thrown at us in life, we're going to get stained and our self-esteem might start to plummet a little bit. So sometimes we need that team player, that cheerleader. Sometimes we need to clean the tomato paste off and we just need to get back out there. And hopefully we'll be setting the examples ourselves by viewing our own selves as able and capable to be resilient and have that spirit of tenacity and for us to go forward. So increase the fun, joy, laughter, adventure, discoveries, and opportunities for each child. And number 9, authentic compliments. Not, oh, you look so pretty today, but maybe let's just say a little girl with black shiny shoes saw they were scuffed and she washed her own shoes to make them shiny. Oh, I saw you took the care to make your shoes shiny. Your shoes look nice. Or maybe she drew a monster, and instead of saying, oh, it's beautiful, and she'd want you to say, oh, it's scary, say, oh, tell me about your picture. Wow, I can see that's really scary. You have a wonderful imagination. Authentic compliments. Maybe a little boy was on a scooter, and he tried to go around the whole block, but he only got halfway. and then he decided to just walk the rest without it, you can say, good effort on making the half block. Next time, let's try to go a little bit further. Authentic compliments with encouragement and also recognizing the ability at the time that was partaken. Okay, guys, this is just a short 9 segmented little clip on how to foster a child's self-esteem and self-worth and believe in them. It leads to the increasing of the child believing in him or herself. Any questions, feel free to write me at cats, K-A-T-S, 7 corners, the number 7, at gmail.com. I'll respond what I can. Take care and God bless.